Boy, it's just amazing almost daily how much our constitutional rights just keep getting eroded and eroded. Constitutional exemption zone spans 100 miles inland of U.S. border, according to a judge's new statement. A federal judge has reaffirmed an Obama administration policy granting officials the authority to search Americans' laptops, citing a controversial premise that makes the citizens within 100 miles of the border eligible for a police check. District Judge Edward Corman made his ruling in New York on Tuesday, more than 3 years after the ACLU filed suit. The ACLU claimed that since Americans put so much of their lives on their computers, cell phones, and other devices, border officials should have reasonable suspicion before sifting through someone's personal files, which I totally agree with. That's exactly how the law works. You must have let me back up a little bit. Not even reasonable suspicion. You have to be suspicious first, but you still have to have probable cause. You could be suspicious as hell. If you don't have probable cause, you get nothing. Good day, sir. Attorneys argued that searches conducted without reasonable suspicion are a violation of the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable search and seizure. Not so according to Judge Corman, and that's spelled K-O-R-M-A-N. In his decision Tuesday, he argued that the area 100 miles inland from the border falls under a, quote, border exemption. Quote, laptops have only come into widespread use in the 21st century. Prior to that time, lawyers, photographers, and scholars managed to travel overseas and consult with clients, take photographs, and conduct scholarly research, wrote Corman. No one ever suggested the possibility of a border search had a chilling effect on his or her First Amendment rights. While it is true that laptops make overseas work more convenient, the precaution plaintiffs may choose to take to mitigate the alleged harm associated with the remote possibility of a border search are simply among the many inconveniences associated with international travel. The federal government has long conducted searches on travelers entering and leaving the U.S., but Congress expanded that policy by creating the Department of Homeland Security and setting up at least 33 checkpoints inside the country where people are stopped and asked to provide their citizenship. The trouble is, according to the ACLU, that almost 2/3 of the population live within 100 miles of the U.S. border. New York, Washington, Boston, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Miami, and dozens of other major metropolitan areas fall under the so-called exemption zone. So, I'm going to real quickly here do a quick search on Google to see if I can pull up a Wikipedia, wiki space, paste in his name, and he is in here. Judge Edward R. Corman, Wikipedia, federal, United States District Judge. Let's see what Wikipedia tells us. I can almost feel something coming on called, he was not elected, he was appointed. I've never read this. Do it live. He is a United States District Judge serving on the State District Court for the Eastern District of New York in Brooklyn, New York. He was nominated by President Ronald Reagan, appointed, on October 2nd, 1985, confirmed by the United States on November 1st, 1985. Blah, blah, blah. He served as Chief Judge in the Eastern District of New York from 2000 to 2007 and took senior status in 2007. In addition to continuing his caseload in Brooklyn, Horman also sat by designation on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in California from 2008 through present. So he has been designated, again, not elected, designated to also sit on the Ninth Circuit of Appeals, the Court of Appeals, which means, like this decision he just made, regular court judge makes the decision, hey, that's unconstitutional. There's no such thing as constitution exempt zones. Not 100 miles in, not even a mile in. I'll take this to the appeals court. And then he shows up again. Oh, hey, it's me again. Denied. Get lost. So then you say, well, I'm going to the Supreme Court on this one. This violates the Fourth Amendment right, therefore they've got to take this. And they will take it. And the last two appointees of Supreme Court justices, which I believe was actually appointed by Bush, for all you Obama haters and Bush haters and my guy didn't do that. Oh yeah, he did. He appointed the last two Supreme Court justices, I believe. And now all of a sudden we keep getting these 5-4 rulings out of the Supreme Court on extremely major decisions. Constitutional decisions. And it's in favor of not being constitutional. 5-4 ruling, once again. Man, I know what we'll do. We'll do what they tell us to do when we vote, and it's 51-49, and our guy lost. I know. We'll get him next time. Let them rule everything unconstitutional. Let them change every law in the whole damn country. Let them put the same identical laws that Hitler had in place, that he also removed, and then put his own laws in place, made it illegal to protest, basically made it illegal to do all your, your Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments that we have in this country, the most important rights, the Bill of Rights, the 10 amendments, first 10 amendments. He basically took those, reversed them, and then made laws making it an absolute criminal offense to do those things. But I'm sure he had a appointed judge somewhere nearby to say, yep, he's right, yep, it's not unconstitutional, yep, good to go. And the sheeple of Nazi Germany were doing what the sheeple of Nazi turning into Nazi America are doing right now. And that is absolutely nothing. Grumbling and uttering cuss words under their breath. That son of a... that stupid congressman, the damn federal judge. How's that working out for you, by the way? Getting anything done? Getting any action? Why do they even need to stop protesting? Why did they make free speech zones when people do protest? They didn't even need to. They've got everything under control. I guess it was just an annoyance. So they just get rid of those. Now if you want to protest anything, you're, oh, you guys are protesters? Come follow me. Got a place already mapped out for you. Really? You actually have a place for us to protest. You actually made a place. Yeah. Man, this country actually is turning around. Man, where's it at? Oh, it's over there by the dumpster. Matter of fact, behind the dumpster. Yeah, that's way far away from where the action is, where we need people to see us protesting. The people coming to this event are coming through this area. We need to stay up here. No, that's not a not a free speech zone. I'm sorry, a what zone? Free speech zone. That's behind the dumpster. Now, see, if anyone who never heard of the term free speech zone heard me talking right now, you would say, what? He's just being stupid. He's just being funny. Oh, Jay Snip 4. He's taken it out of proportion to be funny. When in reality, nothing I've just talked about, I'm being funny about, and I'm not making up. There really are Constitution free zones now. Apparently, federal judge Cromer, whatever the hell his name is, just said so, appointee by the president. And you think, yeah, but wasn't Reagan kind of one of the better presidents? And the answer is yes. But as all presidents have, they're advisors. President's one man can't run everything. So he's got his advisors advising him what to do. Which is why we've been advised to go into every war on the face of the earth. We've been advised to do all these bailouts. We've been advised to do all these things we shouldn't be advised to be doing. Or the president shouldn't be. And now we've got a complete moron as a president who knows nothing about anything that a president should know about. At least some of these guys know something about something. So George Bush and Barack Obama, the two most idiotic presidents probably ever to step foot in the Oval Office, have no business, they don't know anything about anything, and they're just advised to do whatever and think they're the big shot. I'm the man, I'm the CEO making decisions. You are? Or are your advisors making decisions and you're just signing your name? Yes. I rest my case. Take care.